Welcome to the fight of your life. Are you willing to die to shine? Nobody is taking us down. We are here for the crown of sound.
Backstage at Sonic Temple, it's Matt Pinfield and Josh Bernstein with Caleb Shomo from the band Beartooth. Caleb, you're in your hometown, Columbus, Ohio, man. Talk to me about how great it is to come out and play at home.
Dude, there's just nothing like it. I mean, honestly, this show has been on my mind for, like, the last month, man. Probably, I mean, since we even heard we were going to do it. But, like, every show that we've played, we're on tour right now. At some point during the show, I'm on stage being like, we're about to play in Columbus again, in a stadium, to a zillion people. Like, it's very hard to explain. But, yeah, just I could not be happier and more ready to tear this place apart, man.
It's so exciting. I was, this morning. Well, first of all, I have to point out that Beartooth, always the best at doing innovative guerrilla marketing. I was greeted at the Columbus airport in bag check by Caleb and the boys. Have taken out all the advertising in the luggage checkout area, and
we just figured a lot of people are flying in and they got to know where they're coming.
I've seen
you know?
billboards, I've seen hotel
to.
keys, but you guys have now taken the cake as far as I felt instantly welcome. I want to say thank you for letting us be in your home.
Yeah, I gotta give that one to our manager Tom. He's a legend, man. He always comes up with good stuff like that.
It's so cool. We actually, today on the way here passed by the Shot and Scene Center, and now the last time I think you and I were in Columbus together, we did the AP Awards back there with Under Oath. Back at that time. So it's so great to be back in Columbus. Is this like, I think, is it a triumphant day, or is it at the same time the world's greatest day of guest list punishments for you?
Honestly, dude, the list has been really chill. Been very mellow. We got a chill green room. I mean, to be fair, there might be a whole other separate group of people all raging that are going to show up in like 10 minutes before we go on. That, I could definitely see that happening. But no, so far it's all business, man. It's just like good vibes, good energy. I just got one thing on my mind, and that's just wrecking.
Rocking your hometown. So how many people that you went to school with and your friends would still always reach out and say, dude, I can't wait to see you at a stadium in your hometown? What
I mean, a few, man. It's always just so surreal. Like, we played not too long ago at the amphitheater over here, and, during our like VIP, and we did a little acoustic show beforehand, and I saw a bunch of people that I knew, and like my friend Joe, who I grew up, literally playing my first, he like helped me learn how to play guitar and all this stuff. And I don't know, it is always such a surreal and like serendipitous thing to come back home and to play. And every time we've come back, it just seems to get bigger and crazier. So at this point, I'm just kind of like trying to ride the wave, and it's going well. So I'm just trying to enjoy it while I can.
So cool. Pablo Picasso famously had his blue period. You've had your orange period, your purple period. Now you've entered your yellow phase. Tell us, for the Beartooth fans out there and all the fans, what can we expect from the yellow phase of Beartooth here?
The yellow phase is just good vibes. It's just good vibes, good energy, good times. Going into spring, summer, getting warm. I just moved out to California to get more sun. We just put out a song called Sunshine. Just figured like yellow just was the only option, so we just had to go with that. And like, it's just nothing but good times, big smiles, and just trying to rock harder. That's about it.
And you built your own studio now too at home where you are in Los Angeles, which is great.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a great feeling. Just have that freedom with that studio at home and to work on songs.
Awesome.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just like wrapped up the new record, and being able to like just have such a really cool place that has like a lot of sunlight. That's one of the things that's so different about my new studio now is, before at my old house, I just recorded in my basement. But now I got kind of like a building with a bunch of windows, and like, I don't know, it's just really nice. It's really freeing, and it just feels very special to be able to like take those vibes and put them into Beartooth songs. It's definitely given a whole different energy to like all the new stuff, for sure.
That's so great. What, take us through, now obviously I've known you so long. We've seen you, on the third stages, the second stages, maybe opening up the main stage. Now you have this incredible main stage spot.
Yeah.
when you guys are asked eventually, right, to headline this entire thing, what
Yeah.
are you holding back that you think you would if you headlined Sonic Temple? What could fans expect with that?
We've actually talked about this quite a bit. Like, if we were to headline, what would we do? I honestly, I don't know, and I don't want to like give it away if we actually end up doing it sometime. But I don't know. It was just the most big, outrageously large and intense Beartooth show that you could possibly imagine. I mean, we kind of like did a taste of it at our last hometown show. I mean, I'm pretty sure we brought more fire than anybody's ever seen at that venue when we played at Kemba Live. But probably along those lines. I mean, just carnage and chaos and nothing but a good time.
That's great. You got to tell me about your festival experiences. Obviously, you've been on many DWP festival experiences and played, and it's obviously there's so much great rock community. But I want to know about your history. Tell me about the first festival you ever went to as a fan.
Yeah.
I want to know about that. And
absolutely.
what was your favorite? And it could be one you played at or didn't play at.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, they kind of are one and the same. So, like, I believe it was 2006, maybe, Ozfest at Polaris Amphitheater over in Columbia. Yeah, I was, like, 12, I think. But Avenged Sevenfold, Disturbed, and System of a Down. And that changed it all. That was like, okay,
I went that year, and Ozzy would play like at 4 p.m. He played the earlier slot that year.
Oh, we showed up late, so like.
So Ozzy would play at 4 o'clock, and you'd be like, "Wait, what?" It was cool.
Yeah.
And then System would close. I went that year.
Yeah, System was closing, but it was very cool. So like, a couple weeks ago, we got to play a few shows with Disturbed, and I was hanging out with those dudes and like really getting to just kick it with them for the first time, and I got to tell them about that show, and I was just like, "Hey, just so you know, like, you literally changed my life at that Ozfest," and so yeah, like I'll never forget that show, and I don't know, it's always just kind of a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, and you were 12 years old. So what was that music or the artist that were like the gateway that made you want to become a performer and a songwriter?
I mean, my favorite band of all time is AC/DC. I mean, a lot of what I do on stage is very much because of Angus Young, and just obviously he was a guitar player, I'm a singer, but like the literally not stopping until you just don't stop. You just keep rocking harder. You always find a way to rock harder. That to me was essential. But then, yeah, bands like Disturbed, Avenged for sure was a huge one for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just so many great bands when I was coming up that paved the way, and yeah,
Now you get
it's
to
an honor
share
to
a
be here.
stage with them, right? Which is so great.
Yeah,
Have been
it's
for quite
still
a few
hard to
years.
it's still hard to process, but yeah.
Check out Stryper. They wore a lot of yellow.
I've heard.
Stryper's a deep cut. I want to also, on a personal note, congratulate you. I remember watching you post that you were going to stop drinking, and I think I did it the same exact time period. Matt is now 3 years in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sober.
Let's go.
And I've been in the whole time, and
Yeah.
I know how hard you worked and how healthy and how great you are, and how what a positive impact that's been on your life. And
Yeah.
just want to shout it out because
Dude, thank you.
It's so incredible, and I know.
Yeah, man.
we're all
I mean,
on the same path here.
as you
so-
guys know, like, yeah, when I cut the booze, it really just like blew the doors wide open.
This man hasn't worn a shirt since.
That's
Yeah.
true, pretty much.
When the first
the
video
booze
for-
and the shirt both
Yeah.
went the same day.
Exactly. Which is great. I love that. You were like, you know what? I'm feeling good.
Popping
Yeah,
this,
taking
dude.
my
Pop
shirt
this top.
off.
Yeah, pop
And
the
that was
top,
it. It
man.
was
Let them
great.
know. Let them know.
In the first video when you came out with that, it was just like it felt like you had this newfound freedom.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the best way to put it. Is like, it was just one of those things that when I kind of realized and decided, like, let's just step away from this and just see what happens. Like this, it just doesn't feel like it's adding anything to my life. That's when I realized how much it was kind of taking away, and at least for me, I just feel so much more in balance. And like, again, pretty much all of the health stuff and even the quitting the boozing and all that really it's all to rock harder. That's it. It's to be able to like go crazier on stage and just be better at my job and sing better and just go harder. And yeah, I'm very glad I made those changes.
I can't help but think that also, as you said, like this new yellow phase about being can can't help but also be a part of that as well.
Yeah.
And this new
Absolutely.
outlook on everything.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it really does like just shine a new light on kind of everything, and it's been good.
Very cool. Well, we should all go get some coffee sometime.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you're in LA, and we've been talking about me coming over and
Yes.
hanging out in the studio.
Dude, you
so
got to
when
come
Josh
check
sits
it
down,
out
we gotta do
sometime.
it.
Yeah, I got to show you guys the new record, man.
Yeah.
It's going to blow your minds.
I'm excited about
Can't
it.
wait.
And I know everybody watching is too. Really pumped. Beartooth fans everywhere, right?
Absolutely. Guys, Sonic Temple, homecoming show, Caleb Shomo, Beartooth. You're not going to want to miss it. Tonight, main stage, 5:30. We can't wait. And, of course, check them out soon on the Power Hour right here on Access TV.